Greetings, my dearly beloved brothers and sisters. I welcome you to this short presentation, which is entitled In the Days of These Kings. This is in accordance with Daniel chapter 2, verse 44. We are reading from Testimonies for the Church, Volume 1, page 360, paragraph 3. And we are told, our position in the image of Nebuchadnezzar is represented by the toes in a divided state and of a crumbling material that will not hold together. Prophet shows us that the great day of God is right upon us. It hasteth greatly. So we have seen, dear beloved brothers, here that our position in the image of Nebuchadnezzar is represented by the toes in a divided state and of a crumbling material. Nations have tried to unite and they have failed. Daniel chapter 2 verse 44 clearly states, and in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom. In the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom. Which kings? The kings of the present world. These kings. So in the days of these kings is when God is to set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed. The kingdom, we are told, shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people. But it, the kingdom, shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. Symbolic code numbers 10 to 12, page 6, column 2, paragraph 1 says, note that the kingdom is set up not after the days of these kings, but in their days, and that those kingdoms are to be broken by it. Therefore, although at first and before the resurrection, the kingdom will not be completed with all its subjects, it will have its beginning before the second coming of Christ. So this kingdom, dearly beloved brothers, it begins before the second coming of Christ, whilst these kings are ruling. Now, these kings that we have seen are just an example, not that during the time of these that we have seen. It may be so if this is the time. If not, then these presidents would do what? Would just act as an example, showing that the kingdom is to be established during this present time, this present world. These are the two kings. Continuing with the symbolic code, volume 7, number 7 to 12, page 6, column 1, paragraph 7, we are told, we hold it to be a simple, self-evident truth that as the stone, Daniel 2 verse 34, is a symbolic of the kingdom, and that as it smites the toes of the image, it necessarily must be set up before it smites them. Just as Daniel said, in the days of these kings, two kings, the kings of today, shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom. In the days of these kings cannot mean after their days. And unless the kingdom is set up, brought into being, it cannot smite nations. So, it is clearly explained here, beloved brothers. This kingdom comes before the second coming of Christ, whilst the kings of these nations are still ruling. In track number 8, page 63, paragraph 1, we have these words. The stone, Daniel 2, verse 45, Zechariah 3, verse 9, the 144,000. So the stone represents the 144,000 of Revelation chapter 14, verse 1. Cut out of the mountain being the SDA church, the Laodicean church, without hands, without human help, is to break the nations that are symbolized by the iron, the brass, the clay, the silver, and the gold of the great image. And all that burden themselves with it shall be cut in pieces, though all the people of the earth be gathered together against it. So in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. Dearly beloved brothers, very short but to the point. God is to establish a kingdom whilst these kings, the present world is still running. Are you ready for this kingdom that is soon coming? Especially, beloved brothers in the Laodicean church. The stone that we have studied for a number of times, we are shown that it is cut from the Laodicean church. That is a depiction of the 144,000, the servants of God during the loud cry period. We need to strive with all the energy that God has given us to be among this group. So then, we need to study and restudy the stone subject, understand it, for it is depicting a scene that is to come in the Seventh-day Adventist Church. Very soon and very soon, we are going to see the work being executed. This is 1 Peter 4, verse 17. Judgment first in the house of God. So may God richly bless us as we study deep so that we understand the prophecies concerning us in these last hours of probation. Thank you.